Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 7. This is my final episode in All the Mods, so I thought we should start it where we started the pack, basically, which was in this little dark hole here. Oh. We actually came through a portal here from Cuboid Outpost, our previous series. We started this pack on the 1st of January, so I've been playing this pack all year, pretty much. And I think we've come such a long way from where we were at the beginning. The pack has gone through several updates since, but I think we've done pretty well. So this episode is going to be a bit of a weird one because I've done a couple of bits between episodes, and this will just be an episode of showing off what we've done during that time. So I think the first thing we did was we made this big, it's not very big, is it? We made this hut. This is a weird hut for me because it's an even number. 1, 2, 3, 4. I normally make everything odd. I think everybody makes everything odd if they can help it, because then you can just have one door. And it just makes like spacing things out a bit easier. But we've managed in this tiny little hut. This is the brains of our computer. It should be down here somewhere. There it is. Oh, it takes nearly 10,000 FE to run our system. That is quite a lot right there. We also have a wireless charging doohickey right here. That might not actually be working right now. Did I ever turn this? Still using Small's Uncle, brilliant. Using the Gran instead. Just close that back up. So yeah, we started off in this like little area. I really liked this base. I know we kind of moved away from it after a little while, but little island. We even put all of the sugarcane around it because we could. And this was kind of bare. There was only like 1 or 2 trees. And we were infested by those raccoons, if I remember correctly. I never did anything with those raccoons. But yeah, we started off, I think, in a hut like this. Very small hut. We had a look at bees. I think episode 3 was my bees episode. Because a lot of automation has to happen through bees in this pack. It's just, you can't get away from it if you want to properly automate things. So we did a bit of bees. We had some create fun right here, if I remember correctly. We put some, well, I made a cobble gen, or it was an iron gen using cobble, if I remember correctly. I really like that thing. I know it's so slow, and it was just, I think we got a couple of iron bars every minute or so. Every couple of minutes, I think it might have been. But it was decent. It was a good starter. We needed some power, so I did set this up here, which I think is the max speed that you can get from a water wheel. This is actually 3 water wheels, if I remember. Yeah, 3 water wheels. That was back before I didn't know what power options we had. I knew that there was the reactors, but I thought that there was going to be like an easier to get started with sort of power system, but there wasn't really. This pack kind of forces you into doing some power with reactors as soon as you can, basically. It took us forever to get a reactor set up as well, didn't it? So, and we finally did get that done over here. Whoop. Down we go. So, small over here. This is our first ever reactor that we made in this series. If we fed small, it'd still be pretty decent, I think. I don't know how much you would make. Maybe we, no, I'm not going to give you power, but give you any uranium. I don't think I can give you uranium, if I'm honest. Let's try chest. Let's try sticking a chest on there. Oh, is that an output? Oh, silly sausage. Put it on this side. I don't know if you auto input, but doesn't look like you auto input. We could do a pipe just to see how much. You know what? Let's forget about it. There we go. Just chuck it in our bag for now. So yeah, small got us a bit of power to begin with. This is how we first really started doing stuff. I remember when this whole base, this bit down here, was just cobble and diorite and, you know, all of the different types. We did end up using white concrete. Told myself we would not use white concrete this series, but I love white concrete. Can't get away from it. So good. We then, I think, moved on from this and made this absolute dirty beast. Dirty is the only way I can describe it. It takes nearly 7 millibuckets per tick of uranium. So this is chugging through our uranium probably. Yeah, this is maxed. I should have put all the max upgrades in this as well, but I never did. We got ourselves a modification table, all of that. I did set bees up over here, didn't I? But I've removed that since because we've got a better setup in our base. And uranium. It's decent. I think it's going up from what I can tell. Looks like it's going up to me. This basically was the combs would come out of here, go into these centrifuges. The centrifuges would then bin off the wax, bin off the honey, because this cable here can do both items and power and liquids. But it can't do it if you're going to do it like if you export on this side here, you can't also import into this side here. It's not like Ender.io, if you remember that mod. Oh, that was such a good mod back in the day, where you could have like redstone and everything in one like slot, one cube. But you can like export out of that. So that's what I did, and then all of the grit that you got from that, the uranium grit, would go into this netherite furnace and go into this ender chest right here, which would then feed this and any other things we needed. I could have used pipes, if I'm honest, and just piped it round over into this, but we had the ability to make the ender chests, so we did. This was my original first ever mechanical. Oh, I don't think I ever showed behind here, did I? This is 2 encased fans with some magma blocks. And they were just powering this one here, which was then powering all of these to get into this. I'm going to put some of this back, because I will be doing a world download this episode. I'll probably host it on my Discord if I can. I'm not exactly sure if that's a thing you can do with Discord. Let me just have a quick sleep. So yeah, my Discord is linked in the description below. I think it's linked in like most of my videos now. I don't think I had one when I definitely didn't have one when I started this series. One of the things I really liked about this series was this map. I'm going to start using maps more because they're just so cool. I like having like a big representation, and these are just on item frames, so you can pop them off, have a look, stick them back on. And I just got 6 maps right here, so that's this surrounding area. I could have probably just done 4, because this one here doesn't really have anything. What is that there? Interesting. Oh, it's lava. It's just, why is it red and not like orange? Very strange. What else did we do in here? So we did get into Doman. Oh god, I always butcher this. Doman. Ornamentum. Doman Ornamentum. I refused to say it for the first few episodes, didn't I? Because I just couldn't. And then I was like, I'm using this mod far too much now, so I need to learn how to say it. We got a couple of these mason tables, and there's a few other tables like alchemist table and things like that. They give you some really decent looking blocks. I don't think we used them for much, if I'm honest. We did use it in our little mob farm that we set up. Let me pop down there. Oops, right here. Empty mob farm because I ripped this out. Speaking of mob farms, we did like a ridiculous amount of mob farms this series. I think next series, I'm just going to make a single mob farm. We've got a decent amount of everything though, didn't we? Look at all the ender pearls. Whoa. I don't know about you, but ender pearls have always been the pain in my arse. I can never get ender pearls. Like, as soon as you've got a few, it's fine, because then you can, you know, figure out how to get more, and so on and so on. But getting them in the first place has always been right pain. The way we did that... Right, let's just fly over there. It's probably easier. I actually had a few comments recently on my on some of my older videos about how do you get the Enderman farm and the Enderman spawner and the Wither spawner with the Wither skeletons. That is not the actual Wither, and that was because of this bad boy down here. This I think this is called Roguelike Dungeons, but I might be remembering that incorrectly. But it's all thanks to this. This is where you can get a ton of spawners. I think I saw one down there. Yeah, there you go. Meow. Oh. When you hit it right. Yeah, there we go. So this one here's a spider. When you go further down, you do find a bunch of like different spawners. So there was an Enderman spawner down there for me. There was a Wither skeleton I think I got from this as well. But we did have a lot of fun converting spawners from what they originally were using... have I got swab? So all you really need to do is go and swab something. I don't know, swab this dude. Oh no, shift and then swab. And then you can use this, it says it on there actually, craft with a bucket of XP and some seeds. Hello. And yeah, you will create yourself a spawn egg. And then you can just, because of, oh god, what's it called? The Apotheosis mod. God, I hate those flies. Yeah, because of the Apotheosis mod, we can then right-click the spawn egg on any spawner, and it will convert that spawner into whatever the spawn egg was. And that's how we got a bunch of our other spawners. Although, I've been thinking about it, and a bunch of people have said... Oh, I might have it in our system, actually. Spawner. One of these is a sheep. I may have broke the sheep one. Oh, actually, it might be in our backpack. Sheep. Actually wanted to go try something, because... I know I've got one of these over here, so... Let's find... Swamp. So around here, there's, I think these things here only spawn in a slime chunk. So this looks like it's a slime chunk. So if I stick this down and lever, it might be because there's grass around as well. Okay, this thing is just completely broken then. That's fine. I'm actually going to leave this here. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Amazing. This, by the way, was our where we got our first couple of slimes, I think, from what I remember. No, we got a slimy bee from here. And you need a slimy bee to get into a few of the other bees. I never actually checked this area out. I will come back to all of my... This is witchery, by the way. Is it witchery or... Oh, I'm sure it will say if I come and look at a few of these bits. Hexeria. I think that's how you say it. Hexeria. That might be my farmer accent coming through if I'm honest, but that adds a bunch of content. I really wanted to get into that because the mod author is like actually an active person on Reddit. I'm not saying the other mod authors that we have aren't. It's just they were posting like some really cool updates, and yeah, it was just really interesting to see it as it was progressing, like the different updates. And Reddit is how I get my information about everything, so they were really cool to get. These are... no, wait. Yeah, these willows are also from Hexeria. But yeah, there's a bunch of mods that I actually didn't get time to do. It's not that I didn't get time, I just didn't think about doing them. And now that I'm finishing this series, I'm kind of thinking, oh, I really should have done that, I really should have done this. But yeah, if we pop back to our home area. Of course we did a bunch of stuff with Create. But I feel like Create is so boring to watch now that because I watch all of my stuff because I have to edit it, right? I just felt like it was such a boring thing to actually put in a video, is all the Create stuff. Especially when you build in it. I think it's fine once you built a nice contraption, you can sort of like talk over and be like, oh yeah, this is how I built it. But building it on camera, I don't think I'm going to do that again with Create, because it's slightly boring. But we did do quite a bit with Create. We got ourselves a ridiculous tree farm. That's actually a really good tree farm, what we've got right here. So this is just a windmill bearing with one of these... Hello. One of these... Oh, I don't even know what this one's called here. If I right click, there you go. Radial chassis. We got some deployers. Portable storage interface. All of these are glued on right here. That's why I needed slime, if I remember correctly. Oh, I need to... Is it this? Yeah, there you go. And then on the other side, I've got a bunch of saws, and they're just sawing down all the trees as it spins. And these... Oh god, what do you call these? These windmill sails? They actually have enough force to just like make it continue go round and round and round. So yeah, pretty decent. I think I've got more out of this than I have out of my bonsais that I set up for acacias. Yeah, look, 50 versus 38. This was set up a little bit before, but still, that's pretty awesome, I think. Of course, we went a bit ham on the refined storage as well, I must admit. We love our refined storage here. The ender chests, I think the ender chests look really weird compared to what we're used to, right? But they did the job. They were absolutely fine. You had to upgrade them with like ender pearls and stuff. Ender chests, and let's grab... No, which one's... I think the white one I made recently and was like, oh look, there's tiny. But you don't really need much from this because it's going straight into our system, so... I think that was absolutely fine. We made this thing over here. This is just a Create thing, basically. It just got a bunch of stuff from Create. I quite like the open front, if I'm honest. Well, that was a kind of cool design. Made everything out of this andesite casing because I love the connected texture. It just looks really good, in my opinion. yeah, this was our first little setup that we had for if we had like, I don't know, a bit of copper, you could chuck it in here and it would be pulled in and then turn it into dust, and we did that with a filter here. Anything would be pulled out of this, but this one had a filter for like all the, only pull out the dusts basically, and brass ingots apparently. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, all of these are being fed by these water wheels back here. Although these water wheels, I tried to speed up quite a bit because there's a, I don't know if I can get in there to show you, but down below, if I hover, no. Oh, I could show you from the top, there you go. So right there, down below, there's some soul sand, which is supposed to do like the water elevator thing. And that's supposed to like push it up, and then these are supposed to push it this way, and then down underneath as well there is another water source. I'll show you on this side. Water source here as well. So that was supposed to make it as quick as it could be, but it doesn't look like it was working, so that's a bit of my bad there. But yeah, this gave us enough power to do like, or rotational force, to do quite a bit of stuff. We've got a crushing wheel here. We use this quite a bit to begin with. I fell in this like a couple of times as well, because that's why this is here. Stop me falling into it. Remember, I flew over from over here over to this bit with the jetpack. And I flew over and then I landed and I was like, oh crap, I can't get out. And then I got crashed to death. Speaking of deaths, we have died a ridiculous amount of times. So I'll go and rebind my Corel tombstone button at some point, and we'll look into that. Look at how many points we've got. I think I did do that recently, to be fair, so I may have not got that many points, but yeah. What else have we got? This thing here is our wheat farm. This was my ridiculously lame attempt to set up some automation. Did you fill up or something? What's going on here? Where's this? You are full up. Brilliant. Good to know. Why are you full up? Seeds. Oh, I thought that would happen at some point. I don't remember where this is going. I think this goes into our system. But I can pick these up. Oh yeah, that gives us the dough. But yeah, this was our stupid attempt to set up some automated slime, because we just failed at slime so many times this series. But I like that. I like trying things, like new things, and then, you know, if you fail, you fail. That's fine. Oh, I love this. The spiders have a go at the, I might keep a few spiders around in my colony, because they're super annoying. I wonder if the creeper is gonna get chomped by this thing. A bunch of stuff just spawned. Brilliant. I'm gonna have another quick sleep. There we go. Hello. Ah! Wouldn't be an episode if I didn't die. Eh. Sorry, doggos. Sorry, fart. That's what I've named doggo over here, by the way. It's fart. You dare. Fart's the one that managed to get us our Morgan, finally. What else did we do? So, we made this windmill. And I actually made this windmill for a purpose, and that was to get us some starting power. Because I was convinced that there was a better way of getting starter power than just making a small reactor. So we made this thing down here instead, which is an alternator. This is an add-on mod, the Create, Craft and Add-ons, I think it's called. Oh, it actually says it on there, right? Crafts and additions, that's it. Yeah, so we created one of these, and this is actually feeding us, I think it's like 100 and something RF per tick, which is pretty good at the beginning. That fed our RS system quite well. Did pretty well on that, I think. I think this is probably the ugliest build I've ever made, but it's not that bad actually, thinking about it. The roof's nice. I could have done more with this, if I'm honest, and I'm not a big fan of the... Big fan, funny enough. But this is where we made our kitchen. Oh yeah, this is the Carpenters Table, so you can put any wood bits in this and make some nice fancy flooring and so on. I think that's what it is. This is chipped. Is this chipped as well? Yeah. This is where I eventually set up all my things that... Yeah, most of these, well, some of these have got void upgrades, but I can stick something in this and then it would... What is that there? Oh, okay, I put them in here for some reason. But yeah, this was just so we could connect to our system. Like, that's where our copper is. This copper here, it's right here. And it voids off after like 300 and something K. We also made ourselves a lovely little dining area, kitchen even, not dining area. This was based on my kitchen in the house that we have right now. I may or may not be moving soon, so who knows. But yeah, I thought this was a decent little kitchen to start us off. Make ourselves some hamburgers. There you go, there's a hamburger. Get some toast, get some steak. Make some wheat. Tofu. Okay, we can make a bunch of stuff. We should probably just go through and do these. Chicken. Ooh, bacon. Oh, okay. Are we out of bacon or something? Out of... No, we've got that. Interesting. Anyway, I thought this was a pretty decent little kitchen area. Looks pretty cool to me. I did set up myself a little crafting grid here so we can have a look. This was our little oven area. This runs on power as well. I don't know if this Tesseract... Still on smalls. That's how little we've come over here. Amazing. Let's chuck you back on Gran. Should go up eventually. Stick that on our system for now. Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. What else did we do in this area? Oh yeah, we made the mine. I actually spent some time neatening the mine up a little bit. I never do this, but I quite liked it. I thought it was a nice little thing to do. We got our oak stairs going all the way down, and I made these little buttresses. I think that's what they're called, right? Buttresses. At least halfway down. Use these lanterns everywhere. It's pretty cool. This down here is where we use the exchanging gadget. So I'll tell you what we can do. Obviously we've got a pickaxe now that can mine obsidian. We can grab some of this. Let's put that down. And we can exchange this obsidian for cobbled deep slate. How cool is that? Yeah, we found that out in one of our early episodes, and it was just really useful for us because obviously obsidian takes forever to mine, and yeah, it's just really cool. This was the first 1.18 Modpack I think I've played. In fact, yeah, it's like one of the only ones that was out at the time. So getting down to Y level 11. Hello. Y level 11, I think, which is around here. Mining around for a bit and being like, where the hell's diamond? Can't find diamond. And then I think I got to here and I went, it goes down further. Oh. We did find ourselves an amethyst area, which is pretty cool. I did a lot of mining in this, which is good because that's half of what this game is. It's mining and then crafting stuff. So I think after we were here, oh yeah, this is my tiny little setup that I had for power as well, using the thermal electric generators. I don't know if these are actually still working, but it's fine. We set up a little lava power area. We have been using silent gear this entire time. And silent gear, I think, is such a cool mod. But I always feel like it's a little bit not outclassed, but like overshadowed by Tinkers. Because it's kind of what Tinkers used to be. There's a lot of like similarities. But they've added some really cool stuff that I never got into, which I really wish I did get into. So there's like rings, which you can put in the bauble slot here, bracelets, like some ring slots. Obviously our ring slots are filled up with our angel ring and the ring of Odin, etc. There's an angel ring slot. I did not know this. Right, I'm having you. Angel ring. Okay. Still fly about. That's pretty good. But yeah, what else did we do? I think that after we did like a bunch of this stuff, we decided to. Oh no, let's have a look at our enchanting system. So I never made the Enchantment Library, like the Alexandria one. This one here. I never made this. I'm kind of regretting it now. I'm regretting I didn't do it earlier in the series because that would have been really cool. I really like these door sensors. The only issue is if it's a small area, kind of annoying. Like we did have them on the front here, didn't we? But we got rid of them because they were annoying us quite a bit. I think that's all we did over here. I think the main area that we should look at is the colony. So we did get quite a bit done in the colony. Oh, it's raining right now, I believe. It is. You just want some more food, don't you? Okay. So this little dude here, this little guy, will make it not rain anymore when it's fed some sunflowers, which is pretty cool. This was a bit of a mistake as well because we sort of had a little area where we just chucking stuff down whilst we were making some mine colonies things, and we never moved it. I did say once we build the lab that we would move this, but I never ended up getting around to it. These all stopped. Why have these all stopped? Did you run out of durability? Is that a thing? Oh yeah, it was a thing, wasn't it? That'll be why the oak is winning right now, because these ran out of durability. Let's get some diamond axes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, they just go straight in there. But yeah, we made a mine colony. I think we did pretty decently in the amount of time and the amount of effort that I put into this. I did spend hours, literally hours of my life feeding my builders all of the ingredients that they needed. And that was because I was too lazy. This sounds really stupid, I know, but I was too lazy to go and figure out how to get them to learn the recipes. I could have just taught them all the recipes, I suppose. And at one point I was like, I really need to do that. So I started. I never got around to finishing that. But yeah, we did quite a bit here. We got ourselves a tier 5 courier hut, tier 5 warehouse, a tier 5 university, which took so blimmin' long, honestly. We also got ourselves a tier 5 barracks. That means that the raiders, the barbarians, or whatever they're called, the bandits, I think they come to attack less. They're the ones that murdered me a bunch of times, or I murdered myself on them because they've got like a reflect damage, and I had ridiculous damage at one point and barely any armor. So we have actually got the best armor. I think this is the best armor. I don't think I've looked into it further than that. We did get into a bit of Britannia. We did loads of bees, by the way, but I tried to do that off camera. And not as much bees as I probably should have. We got 4 mana pool. Lovely jubbly. That's what I like to see. How's this doing over here? One of these is the iron. So we were going for an iron... Oh, maybe I'll put it in my system. Yeah, probably. We were going for the iron gene samples. Because once we got an iron gene sample, we can make an egg out of it, and then we can chuck that in the mana pool and get a mana egg. And I don't believe they can breed with each other. So, mana bee. It says it right there. This species of bee can't breed among themselves. So you'd have to make quite a lot of these the manual way, which is... yeah, kind of this way. As I said, I did some in the episode that I set this up. I did say that someone on my Discord had basically our setup, which is in our lab. Let's pop over to the lab, and I must warn you that I have pretty bad bladder control, so I kind of peed all over my base. That's the worst. Like, there's also one over here. I was gonna reveal this at some point, but as we're going to the lab, I thought we might as well just talk about it now. There's one right here, and that is my logo. The Pilpoh logo right there. Let me go over to the lab again. Sorry, let's pop back out there. If you've noticed as well, when I started this, when I got here, I was doing a lot of like looking down at the ground, like, oh look, this thing over here. Yes, this thing. I'm not going to look up and see. Yeah, let's pop to the lab and I'll show you what I did for this. Oh, thank you for the levels. So, right here, I've got this thing from Mahal to Sky. And that is the Mahosian projector. And this has got my colours in there, and I set it to be size of 30, and I set it to be here. This one is actually still a P, it's not backwards. I've got 2 images. If you don't know how these work, by the way, you can set up some image links in, I think the ones that I'm using are direct links from Imgur. You can put those in a specific file. I'll probably put like a little tiny tutorial in the description of this video on how to do this, but you put them in a certain area and then they will basically show up, and I've got 2, so this one is number 0, and then where's he gone? Oh, no, there you go. This one here is checklist 1, which the 0 indexed, so that means it starts at 0. So 0 is the first one, and then 1 is the second one, so on and so on. But I quite like this. This was a suggestion by Paul. He said, oh, you should have put like a P in the middle and done your logo on the floor when I was building this. And as soon as I remembered about this this projector, I was like, I'm going to do that, but using the projector instead. I think it looks pretty decent. Looks really funny over here, though. Yeah, so why did I come over here? Ah, yeah, that was it. I was going to come over here and show off the bees that we've got. It is night time right now, so they're all asleep. We've got a ridiculous amount of radioactive bees in here. I think these are all full up, actually. One of these must have one missing. All of these are full up, so I pulled the Bah Bee upgrades out of these at the perfect time. And all of those are being processed in this block here. And that's using modular routers. Such a cool mod. Like, I wanted to do a lot more with modular routers, actually. I had a really cool someone on Discord showed a modular router setup that they have for auto crafting white concrete. And I was like, that sounds like something I'd be into. That is over here. Same sort of setup that we've got here. I did make a bunch more white concrete because I thought I was going to do a bit more building, but I never got around to it. That's another thing I never got to, and that is building our mansion. I was going to be cheeky and make a tiny little hut and then call that our mansion, but I thought, you know what, let's pee everywhere instead. So I did pee all over my base. Where else should we go? So let's pop back to the lab. We set up some automated crushing. I think this is what this is. Using the hammers and the basins and the mixers and all of that. This, by the way, means that you don't lose durability on the hammer. That's the reason we set this up. Aluminium's being exported into that one. Still quite a bit of that left. Yeah, this one doesn't have any. This one doesn't have any. Yeah, copper was... I should have probably made like 20 more just for copper. We've got the uranium. More iron. Like, there's another copper one over here. And then I did set the drawers up over here. I thought it looked decent. Give me all the experience, thank you. Then, let's get back down to our mob farms. So we've got a mob farm right here, which is using the spawners. In fact, I'm going to turn these off. Okay, there's just one in there now. But yeah, this is using the spawners that we got from, I think, those roguelikes. Roguelike Dungeons. And this has done us really well. This is our all of these probably from our old spawner section that we had at our old base. I think it was last episode that I set this one up over here. And I will admit that these don't bloody work. These absorption hoppers are just knackered. They don't want to pick anything up, so I kind of disabled them for now. Let's do that. There we go. And this one over here doesn't work. Doesn't spawn any. Oh, hello. There we go. This one doesn't spawn anything because... There you go, now it is. Grass grows on it, and there is a way of getting rid of that using like some water and a dispenser, and it pushes the water out and gets rid of it. I did that in my ocean block series actually, if you're interested. And then the final mob spawnery area that we have is right over here, and this was for villagers, and that is so we could get basically infinite health, because what we've got right here, these ones here, they like suck all of the life out of anything above it. You could be over here, I think. They've got quite a good range. You are not dying, okay. Can I get back out, please? Please and thank you. Okay, I managed to get out. But yeah, these, when you kill them with the Morgan as well, you get extra damage. So I've got 3-3-2, which is pretty good. It's better than the Unobtainium sword on its own, actually. So it's pretty decent, pretty decent. That's the Morgan. We did quite a bit with Mahal, yeah, I can't even say the name of the mod. Mahal's Sky? Or Sukai? Mahal Sukai. Yeah, we did quite a lot with that at the later stages of the pack. But the main bread and butter, I think, of this series was mine colonies, and we did ridiculous amounts in this. I just had a look to try and make a what is it? It's gravestone. I wanted to make a gravestone, this one in particular. And I wanted to make this for Jet, because Jet was one of our first ever mine colony peeps. And he did, unfortunately, take a bullet for a few of our villagers over here. He died right in, I think it's this square right here. Hello. Nitwicks don't do anything, by the way, so don't even bother picking them up. What else did we do this series? We did quite a lot of mining. So we got ourselves well, first off, we got ourselves some Unobtainium, which in itself was a task and a half. I spent many episodes trying to get some Unobtainium, and now we've got 21 blocks, which is not great. But I never amped up production on any of these, so if I was going to go for it, I probably should have had like a good amount of bees for each of these. But bees is really boring content, according to like many people. They just don't like it, and I understand why. I quite like bees, if I'm honest, so I was a bit disappointed when my episodes weren't doing too well. But I think we did pretty decently with mining stuff out. Let's pop to our mining dimension. I won't be able to fly here because I don't have any XP, but that's fine. We can have a look from up here and not fall in. Thank you very much. So I think it's done pretty decently this entire time. It's quite a large area to quarry out. Slowly been coming in. The bad boy though that we I can't fly. The bad boy over here, Chunk Destroyer. This was like a godsend when someone mentioned, by the way, you can just up the radius for the Chunk Destroyer. I was like, what? What? I thought the Chunk Destroyer originally, when I first set this up, was a one chunk area, and you had to pick it up and put it back down every single time. And I was like, it's probably easier and more AFK to just put down a regular quarry. But as soon as someone said, oh yeah, you just up these bits, I was like, I'm on it. I'm doing it right now. So we slapped this down, and we did clear out this area right here. That's 16 by 16 chunks. That's how we got most of our... Oh, there's some Automotium right down there. You probably can't see it because it's all grainy. But yeah, it's Automotium. But yeah, that was pretty awesome when we got that set up, and we saw everything just go like and get chunked. And this, by the way, has maximum enchants, and not the Silk Touch version. It's the Fortune. Although someone did mention, why don't you use Silk Touch and then do like a bunch of like squeezing from Integrated Dynamics. We never got around to building that. I really wanted to do that at some point. I don't know why I always come back here. We did make another family member for Small, and that is Small's gran right here. This is the well-organized big mama of power right here. This was super simple to set up. You just put the computer on the computer port right here, and that would with some screens, and then you just ran a program that someone happily pasted in. I will probably put the program name in here as well. I'm gonna have to, whilst I'm editing this, note everything down that I'm saying right here, because I'm probably not going to remember. But yeah, this provides us with a ridiculous amount of power. Such a good reactor. I haven't turned the other one off, but I really should at some point. I want to see if this can handle it. This is 57,000 RF per tick. Right now it's 5,000, but that's because this throttles itself. See, it's going down quite a bit. This throttles itself when it's got like a certain amount of energy. What else did we end up doing? So we did... Ah, wait. We probably have another one in the end somewhere. End portal. Destroyed island. I could definitely die here because I don't have any levels. Oh Christ! Way that I've been doing this is you look at an Enderman. He's not coming over here, is he? All right, look at you instead then. Okay, no one's coming over here. That's fine. This was yeah, this here was our quarry. So we used the builder to begin with. Oh, do you remember that big like blue square that we had? That really annoys me. I don't know why. But yeah, basically that Enderman there just disappeared, so I was just waiting for it to come and attack me. We completely chopped this entire area using this builder. And that was before we knew about the chunk loader. The chunk destroyer, sorry, not loader. I wish we'd used the chunk destroyer because it would have been way quicker. But yeah, that just chomped a massive area for us. And I was going to do this area. Look, I even started right there. But then we started destroying chunks instead. But that got us our first ever... Okay, yeah, I can't fly. That's fine. That got us our first ever Unobtainium. And I was so excited when we got that. That was the end. Where else did we go? Oh yeah, we went to space. That was pretty cool. So let me just grab my spacesuit. And we'll go to... First of all, the space station. This is somewhere that I was convinced I was going to do a really cool build for. And then never got around to it. Best laid plans and all that. I don't know what's in these. I think they're tinkers. Slime thingies. This is a really cool, like, little base. Oh yeah, I don't have experience here either. I was about to say I could fly. I forgot about that. No, I don't have experience, but yeah, I was thinking maybe we put a builder in the middle of this and then we make a little sphere and make it a little Death Star. I thought that would be kind of cool looking. But again, never got around to that. Which is a bit of a shame. How the hell do I get back? Oh, it's through here. There you go. And then we also have... I want to say X. I just looked through this. I cut it out, but I want to say X is the moon. Yeah, there we go. So we got our little moon. We get rid of that now. We actually did some chunk destroying in the moon. That's my that's actually one of my episodes that did really well, was the chunk destroying on the moon, because what is that? Is that some chests? Oh yeah. There you go, that gets rid of that. But yeah, this was pretty decent. I think we managed to get quite a bit of this moon sand and moon rock and stuff. Got a bunch of cheese. Look at that. Oh, actually, we've been smelting it up, I think, or we put it somewhere. We got loads of cheese out of this, which is pretty fun. I did kind of want to make a little base up here as well, so a lot of base building was thought about but not actually done this series, but we also did quite a bit of proper building, which was nice. There's the other we never actually got to either. I think I walked around here for sodding ages looking for one of those what do you call it? I really wanted to get some soul lava, so I can't remember why. Lava. Oh, that was it. Yeah, because I wanted to make an Unobtainium sword or something. That was before I knew. Wow, that's before I even thought about. Oh my giddy aunt. Zombie skeleton. Brilliant. Yeah, we did fly around here for a while. This is a decent looking dimension, to be fair. Let's pop to the nether. Let's have a look. See what we did in the nether. Oh, yeah, we don't have any flight. What can we get? We need some thing that gives us experience, I suppose. No, not that. There you go, now we can fly. Oh, I am withered though. That's fine. So we do have up here, if we fly up, we did quarry out quite a big area. Oh god, do you remember as well those bloody mosquitoes? Yeah, this is the area we mined out. That was to get some vibranium. So we did a bunch of that, a bunch of quarrying this this series. Oh, hello. And I think that's kind of everything that I've been doing. Oh, we did go to Mars and everything as well. Let's go home instead of... Hello, fart. But yeah, I just want to say this has been... oh, I haven't got any experience. Again, brilliant. This has been a really fun pack to play, and I'm really glad that whoever it was that said you should play this pack said it, because I enjoyed myself immensely, especially when the windmill goes mental like that. Wait for it. It's taken off. This has been a wonderful pack to play, because I've not really played a pack on camera, or just a pack in a while that didn't have a quest book. So this is it's been really refreshing. Just, you know, a bit scary to begin with, but once I got into it, it was super fun. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow with another Techopolis, and then I've got a new series starting in the slot that I normally have all the mods in. You'll have to wait and find out what series that is, but I think a few of you in my Discord probably already know, and we'll probably spoil it for everyone in the comments. But that is going to be for another day. So thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And because this is my last episode of All the Mods for now, All the Mods Season 1 maybe, who knows, I don't tend to ask people for subscriptions, but I am so close to 1,000 now, and that would be amazing to get to 1,000. So if you wouldn't mind, and you find my content fun and enjoyable to listen to, that was perfectly timed, fly. Then yeah, if you wouldn't mind giving me a sub, that would be really, really kind of you. So anyway, thank you for watching, thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.